Hey everyone, welcome back to Better Biomed. You know, every single day you can apply the principles of anatomy of a failure and you can find the root of a problem and you'll actually have less problems. And every single time I go into hotel rooms, I just can't help it. I look to see, is the environment safe? You know, what caused this kind of problem? Is it negligence? Was it loss of due diligence? What's going on? And this hotel room here, it's a beautiful hotel room, by the way. If you like the prison type of feel, it overlooks the city. Very cement, very up and coming, very hipster. But in that, there's some big problems with the maintenance. Let's go ahead and check a couple things out. And let's go over the anatomy of some failures. Okay, guys, here is the hotel room mirror in the bathroom. And it's a very plain looking room, right? Dual light switch. You know, when I go into, I don't know, is it just me? I'm suspicious whenever I see like things sticking off the wall that don't seem to have a purpose. Well, normally if you have a mirror that sticks off the wall like that, there's some sort of backlighting. So I'm coming over here and looking and, electrical fire. So the LEDs all the way around have been overdriven, I believe. So here's a couple takeaways. The mirror itself, you can kind of see down there, the mirror itself is not part of that backdrop. The backdrop is something that they fabricated, which means that there is a DC power supply someplace up there. So what's really going on? Well, you've seen that there's also rust on the fasteners, right? Let's see. Yeah, there you can see it. Even the fasteners that are attaching it to the backdrop, they are rusted. Why would that be? Well, one reason is because the fan is barely working at all. And if you get in a little bit closer, you can see that they haven't been cleaning it. So why does that matter? This is their shower. Really high ceilings, no door whatsoever. And why is that a problem? Well, when you have really high ceilings, you have a loss of heat buildup, and that's a bad thing, because what they're going to do is they're going to keep turning up this temperature for the shower head to warm themselves up, because there's nothing but cold air that's coming and going from here because there's no door. So they're over steaming the room with humidity, and that humidity is coming over here and is being absorbed by the polymer, and you can see that on all those fasteners and everything, it's just rusting the heck out of it. So the environment's not correct, and that's because of poor design. I absolutely hate these showers that don't have some sort of door, and it's pretty clear what they're doing is people are just turning the temperature up to compensate for not having a door and the loss of heat. The fan obviously needs to be maintained. That backdrop was engineered by somebody and pretty lousily. And it's possible that the external DC power supply, which is probably right up there someplace, is overdriving those LEDs. And the way that you limit the drive on the LEDs is the length of the LED strip. And if you clip too many of those LEDs off the strip, you're now adding that current to the rest of the LEDs in the strip. So you have to divide up the strip equally, and there's pre-marked cut points so that you don't overdrive it. Next problem. It's a hipster joint, like I already said. And as I got in here, I thought it was pretty odd that they have these infrared sensors that are just beat to hell. Like, you can tell somebody's been in there goofing around. Over here by the front door, infrared sensor, somebody took the shield off and they've clearly been in there goofing around. What's going on? Notice how the light is on. I will shut it off. The light is off. It's officially off. In a couple seconds, it's gonna turn back on because I'm still moving around the room. Now, why would that cause a problem? I don't know. Let's just say you wanted to sleep and you move even a little bit. This whole entire room lights up in the middle of the night. So when we are shutting it off here at the switch, it is not shutting off the master. It's got some sort of timeout and then it clicks back on. And unfortunately, I believe that's why somebody beat the heck out of those, as they were trying to disable them in the middle of the night. I was able to remedy my problem in the middle of the night by taking a plastic bag and cramming it in here and obstructing the sensor. Guys, if you analyze a problem, you can find the root cause. And once you find the root cause, now you can solve the problem more accurately. Now you could come back in and you could reinstall new shields and new light switches. The chance that somebody is going to go through and destroy those lights again is almost certain because it turns on in the middle of the night. It's very aggravating. And also for the shower, let's say they go through and they replace all those LEDs. Well, as you can see, this is not an old hotel. This hotel is quite new. I'd say 5 years. This hotel is about 5 years old. And you have that amount of rust on not just the LEDs, and it's penetrated the LED strip, but also on the fasteners that are holding the LED strip to the mirror. It's gonna happen again. So obviously the first thing that you should do is clean the fan, right? Because that helps evacuate that extra built up humidity and it helps normalize the room as quickly as possible. And that is how you minimize maintenance in a bathroom. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to point out a couple things to you guys because it is entirely possible if you follow the principles of troubleshooting and get into the root cause of something, you can fully dissect a failure, find its root cause, and solve the problem for good. All right, guys, thanks for watching.